An upcoming tour brings awareness to childhood cancer based on the life of one young woman. Brenda Siegel is the executive director and artistic director of Ibbott Dance Company in Vermont. She joins us now to share more about this project. Brenda, nice to have you here. What an amazing thing to have done to create work from an experience that you've lived and many other people can totally relate to. Tell us first about Alexis.
Okay, Alexis Giolella is a close family friend of mine. Her family is close to mine, and she was a wonderful young lady, full of life, probably the strongest young lady you have ever met, and always positive, always putting a positive spin on everything. She's just one of the most, I can't tell you how inspiring of an individual she was, even before she was diagnosed with cancer.
And so tell us about her journey and how you were a part of that.
Well, she was diagnosed in 2012, in September of 2012, and it was a rare form of cancer that she was one of the first children to have it. Usually it's an adult cancer, and she went through many surgeries and lots of chemo and radiation. At one point they thought that they had gotten rid of it, and then it came back, and she went into the hospital and had about a month of life left.
And so she has passed on.
She passed away in November of 2013.
But you were there for her journey, and so you took from those experiences that you shared with her to create movement and dance.
Yeah, so in the last month of her life, I was going to visit her and then going to work with my students and my dance company, and I noticed that what I was choreographing was really about my experience of being with her in her final days. And I decided that it was so hard to focus on, to even think about childhood cancer, because then I had to think about my child and I had to think about this child, and that I had never really thought about it before, and that there's a real need to get out there in the world awareness about childhood cancer and to really be part of the solution, because we're not going to find a cure if we all are so afraid to even look at this issue.
It's very true. And now you are using your talent, your gift to raise awareness, but also to share beautiful work with the community. So tell us about this tour that you are going to be going on.
So we are performing, our kickoff tour is 4 days, starts tomorrow, March 26th. And we are going to be going to Cambridge, East Street Dance Center in Hadley, Mass. That's on Friday the 27th at 7:30. At Brattleboro Latches Theater at 4:30, and then in Lebanon at the Lebanon Opera House in Lebanon, New Hampshire.
And that's just the beginning of it. You'll
Yes.
be continuing to perform this work throughout the year. Now people can see it here in Western Mass in Hadley on the 27th.
Yep.
At East Street Theater in Hadley.
Yes. Yep. And then we're going to be performing later in the spring. We'll be performing at the City Stage in Springfield.
Now, how can people get tickets to come to see this, Brenda?
You can go to ibbottdance.com, and it's really important also to know that 50% of the proceeds of the concert go to the Pediatric Hematology Oncology Unit at Dartmouth.
This is a wonderful way for anyone who has had cancer touch them or touch their lives, or someone that they love, to have that therapy, to go and experience this and to share your experiences through dance.
Yes, it's really a wonderful thing, and you hear the family's voices throughout, and we have a live guitarist, and the movement goes through the journey of Alexis's life, so Alexis's battle with cancer. So it's really a story, much like a ballet is often a story. It's a story for modern dance, and it's really it's really beautiful and heartwarming, and definitely an intense performance.
Gosh, Brenda, that just sounds absolutely incredible. Amazing that you've put this together. What an honor to her and her family as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brenda, for
Thanks.
sharing the details. We'll have all of that on our website as well.
Thanks.
Coming up. The